Hey guys, it's Bang Party. Sorry for uploads as of late, just that I've been really busy in life. I'm still a full-time student in school right now, and I have a full-time job which is taking up a lot of my time, but hopefully in the future that won't slow me down from having more consistent uploads, but right now that may not be possible just because I just been really busy with that stuff. But besides that, today I'm going to be doing a rant on the entire Cool Spot series, and how this is going to work. That I'm going to start from the first Cool Spot game, that being Spot the video game, which is I'm doing the Game Boy version of this, all the way up to the last game in the series, that being Spot Goes to Hollywood. The first game we'll be talking about is Spot the video game for the Game Boy, and it's okay. There isn't an NES version, but I never played this, so I won't be talking about it. The only difference what I can tell is that it has a higher production value, and that's really about it. But besides that, Spot the video game for the Game Boy is okay. It's just a part of the arcade game Attacks, which is an okay puzzle game. All you do is just move around, try to cover your opponent's pieces with your own color, and it's fun. The only really gripe I have with the game is that the soundtrack isn't all that good. The music for the intro and the music at the end, they're just not good at all. But the music for the gameplay, actually while you're playing the game, it's good, but you have to be doing absolutely nothing for it to even start playing. And once you start moving again, it stops playing, which is really annoying. But besides that, it's okay. If you like puzzle games and want one on the go, I recommend it. Up next would be Spot the Cool Adventure for the Game Boy, and this was easily the worst game I played here. For positives, the graphics were nice, the sound effects were okay, the level design wasn't bad, it's very basic but never frustrating, and lastly, the game isn't all that long, so about 30 minutes to an hour. For negatives, the music was not good, the gameplay was not good, it's a 2D platform where you have the ability to jump, lift and throw blocks, and use a charge jump. The controls did not feel good. Close ball was very stiff, so platforming was more annoying. The charge jump has no indication, so when you go to use it, you cannot tell if it's fully charged or not. And lastly, the enemies were very annoying. You cannot jump on them, except for the final boss. They are always respawning, and the blocks that are used to take them out, they don't respawn. So, we're always having to deal with enemies. So overall, that's my thoughts on this game. Easily the worst Cool Spot game, and one I do not recommend. Up next on my favorite game is that being Cool Spot of the Sega Genesis. The graphics are great, the music and sound effects are great. The game was a 2D platform unique twist. You go around the levels collecting spots in order to open up a cage at the end of the level. You also have the ability to jump and throw bubbles. The controls felt great. The level design was mostly good. The levels were decently sized, but I rarely got lost most of them, and it was fun exploring most of them as well. Lastly, I love how forgiving this game was. The game lets you throw bubbles through walls and platforms, destroy enemy projectiles, enemies stay dead once killed, adjust the difficulty in the options menu, and if you die by the timer reaching 0, you still keep all your progress and the timer is fully reset while starting at the last checkpoint you're at. Even though I have a lot that I like, I still have some gripes. The camera zoomed in, which can make platforming more difficult. Some of the levels weren't that good. Levels that were okay, for example, Rock and Roll and Locomotive, they were alright levels, but they had moments of very cheap enemy placement and cheap obstacle placement. Also, Locomotive had a very disoriented background, while levels like Wound Up a Torn Ground were just very annoying because they just had some really bad enemy placement and obstacle placement as well. Lastly, the game lacks a password feature. It came out in 1993, and a password would have made progression a lot easier. There is a level select code, but that brings a new problem because it also makes you invincible, which can also take away the enjoyment for some people. Overall, I enjoyed my time with this game. It was easily my favorite one in the series. It's time for the final game in the series, that being Spot Goes to Hollywood for the PlayStation, and I enjoyed my time with the game. The graphics were great, the music and sound effects were great. The gameplay is a 2.5D isometric platformer. You have the ability to run, jump, throw bubbles, and use power-ups. The controls felt alright. They take some getting used to, but once I learned them, controlling Cool Spot felt fine. The level design was good. The levels were very linear, but still hid many secrets. Lastly, I love how much charm this game has. I love the use of pre-rendered cutscenes with sprite animations, and I just love Cool Spot in this game. He just oozes so much charm. Even though I have a lot that I like, I still have some gripes. The camera isn't the best in this game. The camera can make it harder to line up properly. Even though sometimes you look like you're properly lined up with something, you are always going to be lined up, which can make platforming more annoying. The enemies can be very cheap in this game. Basically, this game isn't afraid to spam enemies and hide them in areas that usually contain power-ups sometimes. Lastly, the good ending wasn't worth it. Basically, in order to get like the good ending, you had to 100% the game. In order to do that, you have to get all the stars and levels. And by doing that, you also unlock more levels, and you have to get all the stars in those levels. And the ending was not worth it. Pretty much, you just go down to a movie theater, all the enemies appear behind Spot, Spot gets waves at them, then they start chasing Spot. That's literally just the good ending. But overall, I really like this game, honestly. Like, I heard mixed things about this game, but personally, I really enjoyed it, and it's probably my second favorite Cool Spot game. Overall, that was my thoughts on the whole series. I generally enjoyed most of the series, honestly. Like, even though there was like one game that I didn't really like, that didn't bring my enjoyment, and I generally had fun, honestly. And Spot is a character who I grew to love, honestly. I wish 7 would bring him back, but I doubt it. But hey, like, if you want two fun platformers, a fun puzzle game, or just want a game about 7 which is also my fourth favorite soda of all time, I highly recommend the games, honestly, and I hope everyone has a great day.